All right, here is Sean O'Malley, the #1 bantamweight contender and perhaps a future world champion. There were a lot of us that believed in this man early on. And I think those that didn't are now getting on board that bandwagon, getting awfully crowded.
Well, I'll tell you this much, John. I never thought he would be the #1 contender this soon. But he showed that it's not just confidence. He's not just spewing words. He has the actions to back up those words. That's why you saw him in that competitive fight with Peorion. That's why you have seen him compete well against the best fighters in the world. That's why you see him so close to a championship opportunity. But there's one last step, and that's getting the win tonight.
And obviously that is easier said than done, but Sean O'Malley has this intricate training camp built entirely around him, and there is no denying his status right now as one of the very best 135-pound fighters in the world. Well, if any UFC division has multiple boogeymen right now, perhaps it is 135 pounds for the men, but Merab Dvalishvili, given the wrestling, given the pace, is a fight that I would think a lot of bantamweight contenders would try to avoid.
Yeah, I mean, it must be so upsetting and so frustrating to fight Merab, because Merab is just on you. He's on you like a wet blanket. He wants to take you down. He wants to pressure you. He wants to make you work the entirety of the fight. It's so fun for a guy like me to watch because I love wrestling, but to be his opponent would be an absolute nightmare. This guy is a monster.
Volume takedowns doesn't even begin to describe it, right? It makes for a suffocating night at the office to face Merab Dvalishvili. We'll see how his opponent fares tonight. And now our tail of the tape for this bantamweight championship fight. We send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Sugar Sean O'Malley. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the world, Merab the Machine Dvalishvili.
All right, Herb Dean, our referee for this one, just about to get underway. All right, so here is the wrestler slash grappler, the Team Serra Longo rep, Merab Dvalishvili, one of several Georgian fighters that have emerged over the last several years, and you gotta think you're gonna get a takedown attempt here early in this round, DC. Merab doesn't make any bones about it. The opposition knows what's coming. More often than not, they're unable to stop. All right, clinch situation here, pursued by the wrestler, and a nice job to get inside against the kickboxer, who candidly doesn't like this dirty boxing on the inside.
He doesn't want to be close. He wants space. He wants things to look clean. This wrestler wants to grind on you. He wants to wear you down. He wants to make you carry his weight for as long as you're inside the octagon. It is so exhausting and fatiguing to fight this type of fight.
Nice liver shot lands.
They're so evenly matched. They're going tit for tat.
All right, good start for the Sugar Show. Sean O'Malley realizing particular success with that left hand.
Yeah, he's got a great left hand. He's so long for the weight that he pops the jab and he just darts him with the left hand. And you see it on full display right now.
Drops down inside the now Dvalishvili's going for a choke. Oh, that killing is tight. Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
Well, nothing in the unified rules says you can't strike from off of your back, and he did well there.
Big right hook there by the champ.
Under 2 minutes here to go in round one.
Big ground and pound. Now he's going full mount.
All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right.
Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get all the way down to his opponent's neck to try to choke him out. Oh, man, that was slick.
All right, he remains in pursuit of the submission, but the defense continues to hold up. I'm not sure he's going to be able to find a finish here.
In MMA today, guys are so well-rounded, so gifted. It's hard to just lock in the submission, but he continues to try. And in those efforts, he's giving himself a chance to win this fight.
I've never been submitted.
You never have? Lucky that. I have. Oh, he passes the half guard now. And he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
Second round, straight ahead.
Stop!
All right, buddy, take a seat. Deep breath for me. Good, relax. Take a drink of water and listen. All right, man. I want you to set those kicks up.
All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. Your good friend Mark Coleman, the godfather of the ground and pound, would be proud.
He'd be very proud. He'd be very proud with the way that he showed his ability to use his ground and pound. He didn't waste any action. He did everything he needed to do. He was able to posture. He was able to control wrists. He did everything perfectly in his approach in that ground and pound sequence.
Ready.
Here we are, early round two. That couldn't have felt good as he lands the knee to the body. He's a tall fighter, and he's going to have the size advantage against most opposition in this division.
Nice jab. Oh, nice takedown defense. And that's the danger in the engagement there. Oh, he did a great job of rotating him into an underhook.
Oh, the sugar show. Sean O'Malley lands the left hand yet again. He's about as accurate with that thing as anybody in this division.
I think that's what's most impressive about Sugar Sean O'Malley, is even though he's still young in his career, he has a patience and a calmness about himself in there that not many people possess. But that left hand can only land because he doesn't show you anything as he gets ready to throw it.
Leg kick lands there for Dvalishvili.
But he needs to check one of these kicks. He has to discourage him from throwing this kick over and over again. He threw that one with all of his power. He's doing a really good job of getting on that high crotch and just following the action.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat? He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight to try to finish his technique.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, and submission defense wins this transition.
Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket. Big left hook coming, it's blocked. O'Malley's now switching his stance. .90 seconds to go in round two. Nice spinning attack to the body lands for him.
Another body kick.
All right, so the hands are crispy tonight. Not exactly what we thought we would see out of this wrestler, but as a former two-time U.S. Olympian yourself with some hands, you can fall in love with this.
You can fall in love with the striking, but he is showing tonight that everything starts with his wrestling. He gives you the level change, which then in turn helps him land in the striking. He looks fantastic. I did not expect him.
Oh, what a connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
he's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test.
10 minutes in the books.
Nice work. That's how we do it. Just like that. All night, all day, just like that. He can't mess with your striking. Just stay.
All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that previous round.
Well, him just not really paying attention on the defensive side has made his opponent look like an absolute world beater. He's a good fighter, but he has never looked this good. And that is partly because his opponent is not defending.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Round 3 of a possible 5. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. So even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mixed martial arts.
Oh, what a head kick there as he lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra pop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook.
Dvalishvili's looking for that arm triangle now. Oh, he's in trouble here, DC.
He's got the triangle with a lot of pressure going down on his opponent.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
O'Malley's right torso starting to bruise pretty good here. A series of punches from the top here by Dvalishvili.
Great job landing from the top position.
All right, so some high-level stuff there on the ground, but as they make their way back to the feet, a huge response from the crowd, no surprise. Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
Under 2 minutes to go in round 3. Oh, shot to the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body strikes in this fight, but now, as this fight goes on, he is not discriminating, working the body, and those shots are going to count.
He passes the half. Way to stay aware and stay safe defensively. He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
All right, feet on the hips here. Dvalishvili going to work from guard here. Nice combination of strikes there. Very efficient, very effective. Lands with the ground and pound. Oh, there's another ground strike for good measure.
Great submission defense on display tonight.
All right, hammer fist here by Dvalishvili.
And there you go, again, half guard.
That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds.
All right, sit down. Take a drink, sit back, relax, and listen. Keep doing what you're doing. He's breaking. He's carrying all of your weight. That was great positioning, okay?
Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4. Fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our 4th round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you got to change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. It's a 15-minute fight, so you have to do things physically and also mentally to make sure that you're ready for the next.
All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
Working in half guard here, making these shots count.
Now he's got a good body position, yup. Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest, get enough pressure to finish his technique.
Oh, he got out!
All these actions, though, these big actions, got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Oh, interesting there as he just decides to let him back up. Left hook to the head.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Dvalishvili's pass is denied. Under 2 minutes now to go in the round. Dvalishvili's in half guard.
Getting the bone here.
Oh, he's back up again. You gotta like that. Trying to go to the... Oh! That is it!
Oh, my goodness!
With a massive highlight at the Garden.
What a performance!
The official decision is inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 39 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, and still the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, Merab the Machine Dvalishvili.
Well, they are the words any incumbent champion wants to hear, and still, and courtesy of his knockout tonight, he is still the standard by which all 35